I love when young guys do shots. That's just hilarious. You know, as comics coming up, you get that shit a lot. People going, don't forget me when we're famous. Don't forget me. I won't. I have a list of everyone. And the people that say that shit to me when I am famous and I have a private island, I'm going to bring them to it. And then me and my real friends will hunt them for sport. I'm going to teach them bastards. All right. The next guy coming up, I just met him a while back. He's pretty funny, but laugh at him like he's hilarious because he's my friend, Mr. Adam Wolf. Go back. That was fucked up. I was just joking. He is funny. He's my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Adam Wolf.
All right, thank you for coming out on New Year's. I know there's a lot of other places you could be. Thank you. I am an old married guy with kids, so this is actually the first time I've been out in 14 years for New Year's. Usually the most exciting thing about New Year's for me is the 3 months it takes for me to get the date right, so that one was not good. So I've been doing stand-up for about 2 years, but I still get stage fright occasionally. So I asked a comic friend of mine for some advice, knowing that I was going to be doing the show. And he told me I should try doing what Jim Morrison did. So I asked him, I thought about it, I asked him if he meant I should perform with my back to the audience, like he did in the movie. And he said, no, I think you should overdose in a bathtub because you fucking suck. Didn't help. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited. I have some great news to share already for 2015. My wife is about to have our 4th child. Thank you. We are very excited. Awesome. They should have waited till after the comedy to pass the noisemakers out. But I'm very, very excited. A little nervous. But there's one weird thing. My wife has decided she wants a water birth. I don't know if you guys heard of this, water birth. Am I the only one that thinks that's a little weird? No. I am married to a dolphin, so it's just practical. It's practical. That joke is obviously fictional. My wife has her tubes tied, so I'm not going to have a 4th kid. We have a pretty good marriage. It's not good enough for her to be here to support me, but it's pretty good. She has a good excuse. We got into a fight last night. It was a real bad fight. I made the mistake. You married guys will know this is the wrong decision. I mentioned that I felt like I did more than my fair share of the housework. So it didn't go over too well. I felt awful. First of all, nobody likes to argue with their loved ones. You feel like crap when you're done. Second of all, she has this condition that can prevent her from doing housework. I can't remember. It begins with an F, phi. It can affect the leg muscles and joints, like even doing like minimal stuff can cause these major flare-ups.
Fibromyalgia?
What was that?
Fibromyalgia.
No, I think it's fucking lazy. She is fucking lazy. I hear some ladies down there acting, they sound mad. It's just a joke, and she is fucking lazy, but it's a comedy show. Come on. You'll be surprised to hear that that was not my first wife. I was married once before. We were young. We thought we were going to be married forever. Things started going downhill like immediately as we left the church. Looking back, there's like these subtle clues. I think she gave up on the marriage before I did. You know, now as an experienced older man, I can see where the signs that I should have seen back then. Just to give you an example, we did couples therapy, and we did some trust exercises. One of them, for example, I'd cross my arms over my chest, then I would close my eyes, and then I would slowly fall backwards, and then she would go bang other dudes. So those little subtle guys, keep your eyes on your ladies. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I have this relationship that I always think of, like the one that got away. I've dated her in between my ex-wife and my current wife. She's not here, so I can tell this joke. She was like the total package. She was gorgeous, beautiful, sexy body, really smart. And best of all, she was super kinky in bed. And she had these major, major daddy issues. She was so kinky, when we were in bed, she would call me stepdaddy. That's hot, right? Also, I was her stepdad, so. Just kidding. The divorce was finalized. There was no relations there. It was all legal and on board. Oh man! So I was listening to the local classic rock station on the way up here, and I was the Bon Jovi song "It's My Life" came on. You guys know that song? Yeah. And in my opinion, "It's My Life" by Bon Jovi is tied for the worst Bon Jovi song ever. Anybody agree? Yeah. I thought you would. It's tied for the worst Bon Jovi song ever with every other Bon Jovi song, because Bon Jovi sucks balls. They're the Nickelback of the 80s. They suck. Thank you. It's my biggest fan. Oh, man. Anybody like TV? Anybody like to watch TV? Yeah. I was taking a nap and I was waking up. I was a little groggy, and I don't know. Either I was watching a news segment about a toddler shooting his mom in the middle of a Walmart, or Look Who's Talking 2 had a much darker ending than I remembered. And I was sorry. I was sleepy. Too soon. I know. Too soon. Man, I was reading another news article about this guy. I don't know if you guys heard about this. This guy in Washington State, he was an amateur hypnotist. He was arrested. He was charged with having sex with one of his patients while she was under hypnosis. Sounds like that guy could go pro. He's pretty good. I guess you guys don't like him? Hypnotist jokes, I guess. I mean, of course, after he did a lengthy prison sentence. So I was reading that the HPV vaccine, this newest one that they've come out with, this is the vaccine for the virus that causes herpes. This newest HPV vaccine is effective against 9 different strains. So fellas, it's safe to have sex with Lindsay Lohan again. Form a line right here, single file, take a number, bring a book. I saw this morning, this Representative Steve Solis. I don't know if you heard about this guy. He, people were making this huge deal because in 2002, he spoke in front of a group, like a racist group. And I'm not sure what the big deal is, because he's a middle-aged white Republican from Louisiana. So I'm pretty sure anytime he talks to 3 or more of his constituents, he's talking to a racist group. So it's all right. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Helena Bonham Carter and Tim Burton are getting separated. They're not married, they're just separated after 13 years of a relationship. And it's pretty sad. And I hear things are getting really, really nasty and dirty because they're fighting over who gets custody of Johnny Depp. So it was worth the wait, right? Finally a funny joke. Oh man. I don't know if you heard about this. That's my catchphrase if you didn't know. I don't know if you heard about this. I've got shirts. My first CD is called I Don't Know If You Heard About This. I don't have any with me because I just made that up. But you can get them on my website. I don't know if you heard about this.com, and you can go there and buy them. It's also a made-up website. Thank you. Oh man. But Keurig, that company that makes coffee machines, they are having to recall 7 million of their coffee makers. So I don't want to hear anybody say anything about white people not having it rough. You gotta have the receipt, the original packaging. I don't know. To me, that's a sign that white privilege is finally over. It's over, guys. These jokes are Not good, yes. So, any wrestling fans out here? Woo! Wrestling fans? So you guys might know about this, but some of the other guys may not. Anybody know John Cena? Professional wrestler and future Academy Award winner? He, if you didn't know this, he is the record holder for the most Make-A-Wish Foundation wishes granted. He's granted like 475 or something, which I think is commendable. He deserves a pat on the back. All these accolades, he deserves it. But I'm wondering, how pissed are those kids going to be when they get to heaven and Jesus tells them that wrestling is fake? They could have gone to Disney World. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of wrestling, I bet Andre the Giant's wife was not a big fan of fisting. They're like 10-pound hams. Big. I forgot to set my timer, so Bob, you'll have to come tell me when my time is up. Oh, I forgot to hit play. So. I leave the Golf Channel on when I go to sleep at night because the white noise helps me sleep. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but there's like dating sites for everybody. ChristianMingle.com for Christian people. JDate, yeah, FarmersOnly.com for cousins. JDate for people. But there's one group that there are no dating sites for, and that's necrophiliacs. There are no dating sites for necrophiliacs unless you count online obituaries, but I don't know if that counts. Not fans of the necrophilia. That was the rest of my set. I guess I'm just joking. I think my house is haunted, guys. But the ghost was a person who died in their sleep, so it's mostly just unexplained snoring. So it's more of an inconvenience than a haunting. I have a dyslexic friend, and he asked me if I wanted to try LSD. I said yes, and now I'm a Mormon. Are there Mormons, or was that joke good? Sweet. ESL. No, LDS, Latter-day Saints. I know what that stands for. I'm not going to say you're with a very strong-looking guy, so I'm just... I have two friends. My other friend, he's an alcoholic, and to make things worse, he doesn't have any legs. So 12-step programs have not worked for him. So. The Pope, I don't know if you heard about this, but recently the Pope accepted the resignation of a bishop because they found out that he was having sex with a woman. Because the Catholic Church has to draw the line somewhere. Apparently, consensual sex between adults is on the bad side. The other side, you just get reassigned. You don't have to resign. I bought a smart TV for Christmas as my big family gift. Out of the box, it blocks the Kardashians, Duck Dynasty, Fox News, and all those housewife shows. So it's really smart TV. Does anybody like board games? My family, they love board games, but I don't like them, but I have to play with them just because that's what happens when you get married. We bought the newest Monopoly game. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called Monopoly's Hoarders Edition. It's just like regular Monopoly, but all the tokens are dead cats. And the hotels and motels are also dead cats. The board's a big dead cat. It's just a box of dead cats. It's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of regrets in my life, a lot of big regrets, but the biggest regret I've ever had was not downloading Octomom's porn before the Pirate Bay got shut down. One guy laughing knows he downloaded the Octomom porn. Yeah. I was going to keep going, but nobody does that. You guys hear about Vivid Entertainment is going to pay Honey Boo Boo's mom, Mama June, $1 million to star in a porno video. which pound for pound makes her the lowest paid porno star ever. Ever. I don't know who their target audience is. They can market it as an appetite suppressant. I do know that it will be the only porno movie to have a cream pie scene that includes like actual various flavors of cream pies. Yeah. You guys, down the street there's this gentleman's club called the Pretty Lady Gentleman Club. Anybody been there? Anybody work there? I went there. Somebody should sue them for false advertising. There's not even one pretty lady. I did go at lunchtime, so maybe she was on the night shift. I don't know. It's not the best time to go. Still got a couple more minutes? Perfect. Okay, all right. So, to bring the mood up a little bit, I want to talk about teen pregnancy in Texas. We are like one of the top 5 in the country. That's like, I don't know if that's something to applaud for. Some states, they're trying to combat it. They're going to extreme measures. They're selling the Plan B pill over the counter to teenagers without parental consent. Which I'm kind of liberal, so I'm okay with that. But the fact that they're selling them in the form of Dora the Explorer Goonies, that is going a little too far. A little too far. A lot of people will say that the key to ending problems like teen pregnancy is more God in school. I don't know if that'll hurt, but in my opinion, it's not the best solution. Just from my experience in high school, if you want to lower teen pregnancy rates, you don't need more God in school. You need more Dungeons and Dragons in school. You can probably tell I played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. I had a 0.0 chance of getting anybody pregnant. All I'm saying is that I spent a lot of lonely nights rolling my own 20-sided die. I spent a lot of lonely nights casting my own magic missiles. I spent a lot of lonely nights garroting my own goblin. I had a +4 in handling my short staff. Basically, I'm trying to say I didn't get laid in high school. This joke is probably my most controversial joke. It's just my opinion. I know it's probably not going to be popular, but in my opinion, we must trust each other. Let me tell the joke. In my opinion, interracial adoption is the hardest interracial thing to masturbate to. Lord knows I tried. I have tried. Just kidding. I masturbate to regular stuff like amputees and midgets, so calm down. All right. In my opinion, this one is worse. In my opinion, the worst thing about anal fisting is the awkward handshake after you pay the guy. Just kidding. I love everything about anal fisting. The joke is on you guys.
You good?
All right, well, that is my time. My name is Adam Wolf. My grandmother once told me to leave him hanging on a anal fisting joke, so have a good night.